Hi everyone, it's Kara from Goddess to Goodness. I'm actually just on really quickly today. Like the things that have been going on lately have been kind of crazy. Not just for us, but like on a much larger scale. So like, I'm reading. Hi, thank you for joining. Reading about or hearing about the fires in Australia, and like now there's people who set these fires. They just released that information. There was like a 5 point something earthquake in Puerto Rico today, and then like I hear on the news that there's like missiles going over to like Iran or whatever like that. So this is insane, and these times are actually like really crazy, and it's like a power struggle. But I really felt guided to call on my guides and bring messages of hope in like a time like this. And so I did ask my guides right away. And if you look at the thumbnail for this video after you're off or whatever, um, I did ask for, do you have any messages for everybody in like this time of like disaster? And the card that came out is I am light. And I'm trying to get this without a glare here so you can see the picture. Okay. But so I am light. Today, the light is within me, the light surrounds me, and the light protects me. I remain light filled and joyful, regardless of what circumstances arise. I am a diamond shining forth in all my splendor. I am worthy of the divine within me. Okay. So the message behind this card isn't that you're going to be happiness and light all the time. That's not what it is. But it's about maintaining that like love within you, because what happens in times of crisis like this is it's natural, especially with missiles going over to Iran. And I don't want to talk about politics, but people tend to take sides. Okay. And so we're being reminded that we are all threads of the same tapestry, all of us, every single person on this planet. We are all single threads in a gigantic like cosmic tapestry. Okay, so that's what they mean about recognizing the divine within you and that you are worthy of it, because by showing that self, knowing that you are worthy of that self love, you then have it for others. You then have that love and that compassion for other people. Okay, so that's the first message from Spirit. Hi, Laura. How you doing, sweetheart? Okay. And so I did pull a couple of extra cards because this isn't going to be a very long reading, but I am going to pull a few more messages for everybody here today. So the next ones to come up were Make a Wish. Okay. And really, it's not that like you're gonna wish the bad stuff away. What this is speaking of is, I don't know if you could see it, but like she has like the trees kind of like growing out of like the top of her head, and as like she's blowing on this dandelion, and what it is like it's the transfer of energy. Okay, so it's not about like, oh, I wish this would stop. No, it's about like really like putting like intention and heartfelt love, and like really uh they're saying like energy of like peace and like healing like out into the world. And okay, so what I'm getting is like let it go out like the branches on a tree. Okay, so when they speak of this, it's let those intentions, because when you have those intentions and you send it out, it's like your breath when you blow on a dandelion, that's the energy that sends it out into the world, that like plants those seeds, right? So it's about planting the seeds of peace and healing. Okay, and it's about like sending that energy out when you meditate into the world, when you react with people on a daily basis. It's really that energy of uh it really speaks of sending that intention out, because it does make a difference. You might not realize it makes a difference, okay, but it's just like energy. We aren't equipped to see energy unless we have something that actually transmutes it into something else, right? So we have energy for when you turn on a light switch or you turn on the radio. We don't see the radio waves or the light waves or the microwaves that cook our food, but we know it's there because we have a machine or something tangible that allows us to see the results of the energy or to hear the results of the energy, right? So understand that the energy you have that resides within you is just as much energy as those things that I just spoke of, right? Okay, culmination of a vision, okay? Um okay. So what I see here is like it's really about like maintaining that vision of transformation in the world, okay? And the transformation that you are able to put out into the world, okay? Um it's about like seeing like looking ahead and what is the message or the difference or the what is the signal that you want to put out into the world, and it's about like maintaining that even in times like this when things seem scary or upsetting or worrisome or you know it's really about maintaining that vision for like a better like future, a better it, okay, it's about not letting that vision go, okay, is the point. um because that also happens, something happens like this, especially like with those missiles, and people are like, oh well, like I was all about, and I'm not saying, people who are easily flexible or changeable that way, or maybe haven't awakened yet to the fact that we are all threads of the same tapestry, right? So for the people out there who are kind of like blind or unconscious or sleeping to things that are going on in the world, when something like war comes up, then all of a sudden people are like, well, now I have an opinion and now I'm going to make it, like, uh, how can I say it? Like, now I have an opinion and now I'm going to, again, it's about like that taking sides kind of energy where before they may have been like apathetic or, like I said, like asleep or unconscious or, unawakened to even like things that are going on in like society and the political world, right? They may have just been like, yeah, whatever, like too self-absorbed to care. But now that it's like a big thing, people let go of that vision really, really fast. Okay. Where they may have been like, oh yeah, I'm all peace and love and light. And then all of a sudden something like this happens and then people get angry, and it happens on both sides. It's not just American versus Iranian. It's not just Democrats versus Republican. Everybody does it. Okay. So the point is like maintain that vision of hope and that vision of transformation that you can offer into the world and that you wish to like breed and like release into the world. Okay. Um, okay. We have this card here, which is interesting because it says adventure, right? But what I get here is like, okay, you ever get like when you were little, somebody would be like, "Oh, put the seashell up to your ear, you can hear the ocean." Okay. What I get here is like this is almost like Mother Gaia, like the world, like watching us. Okay, it's like where we can hold the seashell up to our ear and like essentially like hear a whole nother world, right? We can hear like, we say we can hear the ocean. It's like a whole nother world. And so the thing is what I get here is like this is like Mother Gaia, like literally like looking down and like watching us, like and watching this unfold, like as humans, is like what is taking place. Because if you can see this here, she's a mermaid, but she's also like all like she's green. It's like Mother Earth, right? Here she is residing inside of the shell, residing in that world, right? When we pick up the seashell, we tell our kids that there's a whole world inside of there, right? Like a whole ocean. Okay, so what I get is like literally this is like the world, like looking from afar and like almost like watching this happen almost in like just observance really, because it's like Mother Earth is like waiting to see how it plays out. Okay. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. And then with the moon here, I definitely get that this is like it's a cyclical thing. Okay. It's a cyclical like events here, because it's almost like the earth has just been bombarded with all kinds of things lately. We have, polar ice caps melting, blah, blah. And I'm not trying to get heavy here or depressing. But the thing is like we do have like all these things, all these issues. And it is really a cyclical thing. So I really do believe that like the world is like watching, okay? And it's almost like waiting to like be able, like, okay, when am I going to be able to like actually, I see the stars in the background, when am I actually going to like begin healing myself, okay? And again, all the water in the card as well. And then the rainbow in the shell. That those two things definitely speak of what do you call it? Of healing energy, okay? Like this rainbow light right here, that's like rainbow healing energy from like source, from the divine. The water is very, that's a very it's very representative of, again, healing, okay? And like the washing away the troubles, or washing away the crisis, or washing away the bad or the negative to bring in the light, okay? Is definitely what I'm getting with that card. The next one here is be gentle with yourself. And this card I absolutely love, because when I spoke earlier of us all being threads, like each of us is an individual thread on a giant like cosmic tapestry, right? Will be kind to yourself. And I did speak of that earlier with the self-love, because when you recognize the light and the divinity within you, you then see it in everybody else around you. Okay? So by being compassionate and kind to yourself, you are in turn raising the vibration and giving, also extending that love and that compassion to everything around you, not just other people, but all the things, okay? Like to earth, like it resonates right back out from you. So when you're kind to yourself and you're loving to yourself and you're gentle with yourself, um, that's an act of self-love. It's an act of love, right? And when you do that for yourself, you are recognizing the divinity within you. You are recognizing that you are worth it. Therefore, you then realize and connect that everything else is also worth it, because the divine also resides in them as well. We are all made of stardust. Every single thing on this planet. There is literally like a 0.000000000000001 difference between us and like a rock or a plant or a what. I mean, the difference is so, like, it's a micron, right? The difference. Otherwise, we are literally made up of all the same four ingredients, okay? And I go over this all the time, but it's primordial carbon, first of all, primordial ooze, energy or electricity, and stardust, okay? So keep that in mind, that we are literally all comprised of the exact same thing. Patience comes up, which is beautiful. Patience comes up because it's about having that like temperance with other people, temperance with yourself, but really like temperance, which is like gentleness, okay, towards others, especially at a time like this, okay? And things are going to, I feel like things are going to like turn around. Like that's why like we're being asked for patience here. Like don't take sides. Don't live in a state of fear, because you have to understand the media also is going to try to drive that into you. Like, oh, fear, you pick a side, choose a side, choose this, choose an opinion, choose a way of thinking, choose a way of what I'm hearing right now is just stay open. Stay open, because until all the facts come through in like whatever it is, even with these people they feel that started the fires in Australia, something like that is released on the news, and now all of a sudden there's like all this like, like anger towards these people. Like, and that's the thing, is like just stay open and be patient, because the thing is that energetically they may have physically started those fires, but energetically, being in that like vigilante type, oh, let's get revenge, let's fry them, like whatever type of energy, it just isn't good for everybody. And it's like whatever's going to happen is going to happen in regards to whatever it is, right? And especially with this earthquake in Puerto Rico, like, oh, I feel like terrible for these people. They still don't have like water and stuff from like the hurricane that they had. It's just, I don't know. I really just felt like messages of comfort needed to come out today. Okay. This is interesting, but I really understand it. Diet is important here. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to make positive eating and drinking choices and for reducing or eliminating my cravings for unhealthy substances. Okay. Your diet is not just what you eat, your diet is what you watch. Your diet is what you talk about with friends or at work or what you listen to, right? In like podcasts or other media sources, okay? Diet is what you take in and what you read. Diet is all of that, right? Okay? So, now is the time to just like be mindful of like what you're taking in, okay, from like any outside um, you know, anything outside of you that you are going to ingest. And remember, we ingest with our eyes, with our ears, with our hearts, with our emotions. We ingest things not just by eating or drinking. Okay. So that's also a very, I really love that message. Okay. And so, Spirit, I'm going to pull from the Divine Feminine deck. Oh my God, beautiful. I like had a feeling she was going to come out. Like literally, I pictured this card. Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. And that goes back to our first message. I am the light. Okay. Recognizing the divine in yourself, because when you see it in yourself, you then recognize it in others. Like if you've ever heard people say namaste, that's exactly what it means. It's like I recognize that light within you because it also resides within me. Okay. Um, that's beautiful. I'm gonna pull one more from here, and we have Thikla. She is the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own, right? So again, especially with the media and stuff like that, these stories in the news are going to pull your attention. They're going to pull your energy. They are going to influence you. Some of the news stations are going to encourage you to like live in fear or live in doubt or live in strife or separation. This card right here is asking that you pull your power back into you. Okay. Don't don't put your power in, meaning like your power, don't give those things your energy. Don't. Okay. Put it into you and recognizing that you are the light and remembering that you are the light. Okay. And then the on the bottom of the deck, I just turned it over and I feel it's relevant. Uh Lala, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. So remember, what we speak, what we think is what we speak, and like those things again is energy. That's putting energy out into the world. So excuse me, I'm sure you guys have heard it, but they say that like when you say a prayer, that's pretty much a spell. You are speaking intention out into the ether. Okay. So remember that every like when you speak, that it creates an intention and it creates an energy out there. So it's just about being like mindful, be mindful to yourself, like become compassionate with yourself and conscientious of yourself, but also remember, um, like have compassion and conscientiousness for others as well. Because again, we live in a place where you don't 90% of us don't know where our ancestors come from, let alone somebody else's family. So it's about being conscientious when you speak, okay? And it's not even just to other people, it's just how you speak about things, okay? It's just be mindful and aware about the energy that is radiating out, okay? And the last deck I'm going to pick from, guys, is the Oracle of Hidden Realms, I believe it's called. Okay, this deck is gorgeous. It's one of my favorites, but this will be the last one, and I'm gonna like close it up here. But I just wanted to give like some light-filled messages, okay? And I'm gonna take. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm being guided to take these two right here. Oh my God, yeah, okay. So the first one is Oracle. Okay. Hold on, the first one is Oracle, and I love it because it's like the oracles at Delphi. Okay, and so it says sacred living, spirit speaking, and intervention. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm being drawn to sacred living. Sacred living, spirit speaking and intervention. It really is about like listening to your guides, your intuition, your subconscious, your highest self. Okay. So again, especially when things are going on in the world like this, it's definitely like I'm seeing like things toppling in like the power sector of politics and like stuff like that. So that tends to, yeah, like bring up like fear or worry or anxiety or like what's going to happen, and like everybody gets all up in whatever. And then we have these natural disasters and whatever. So this is about sacred living and about listening to your soul self. Okay. Especially in those moments when you start maybe to get like wrapped up into some of that stuff because we're human too, right? So it's easy to get like wrapped up into stuff like that. Even if you're like defending something that's very like full of integrity, and even if you're defending, whatever it is, like somebody's honor or something like that. The point is like really like when your guidance and your intuition starts to speak up, almost like let it intervene because it is like your guides trying to center you and give you advice and give you guidance. And so be open to that is the message I'm getting from that specifically. And interestingly, the number is a 31, and for some reason I'm being asked to point out 3 + 1 is 4, which is a strong foundation. So you will feel like you are on a stronger foundation if you are open to receiving messages from your intuition, and you stay open to allowing them to come through. Okay. And remember, our guides and our highest selves speak through our intuition, right? That's how we hear them. If we don't listen, you start seeing like synchronicities and like number sequences and animal spirits and stuff because they're trying to get your attention. Okay. So be aware of that stuff. Also be aware of that. Okay. Because that's how they communicate with you. The last one here, guys, is healing the earth. And what did I say in like this first card? I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Okay, where is it? Okay, this one. Okay, and it's kind of like that's what we're on. We are on an adventure to like help heal the earth, to help Mother Gaia like heal herself, right? To like actually turn this around and like make this a better place and actually like take care of it. And oh my God, I just noticed. I don't know if they meant this, but I'm just noticing it now. I mean, this is a brand new deck, but still, I love that. So in this Mountaineer, it's like these mountains are actually looking back up at like Mother Gaia, like almost like waiting, like, okay, are you gonna help? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? We don't know. Like, we need your help. And it's like she's like, I have this healing energy. I'm going to heal you, but right now I have to like see. I have to see what happens. It's almost like watching what humans do because, like, are you gonna value this place or are you just gonna let it go to shit? Like, what are you gonna do? And it's like collectively in an energetic way. That's like what she's waiting for. It's not like we're all gonna jump up and like, be able to like physically fix everything. This is energetic, okay? Um, and it's about healing the earth. So love, humility, and respect. And that love, humility, and respect not only should be given to yourself and to others, but to the world around you. And yeah, like the world around you, like physically the world around you. Um, when you speak kindly, you know what I mean? When you go outside, make sure that you obviously clean up your garbage. But if you see something else, pick it up. Doing that one thing where you pick up that one bottle or that one piece of paper and throw it in the garbage, energetically, that resonates out volumes. So that little tiny act that you do, don't think that it's insignificant because it's not. You are healing the earth because you're showing like I'm not too good to bend down and pick that up because the earth is a living being just like we are. Okay? And it's about, yeah, respect. That's what I see as the last word there. So this was beautiful. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like the message, please like, Subscribe if you haven't already. Share, please, if you do like this message, because again, this is a message, like I said, like of healing and stuff like that. Healing and positivity and love, unconditional love for yourself, for others, for the world. And so if you could share this message specifically, that would be just amazing. And if you guys feel so inclined, hit the bell if you want to get notifications for other videos. And thank you so much. All my love to you guys. Good night.